hit. Easy, man. Easy! I saw you throw that firebomb, you little shit! Wasn't me, man! You stay right there until the wagon gets here.
Stay away from Seraph Plaza. That's ground zero for this riot.
Sorry, I can't let you into the station at this time.
But one of those hooligans stole my purse!
I understand, ma'am, but you're going to have to wait until tomorrow to file a complaint. The precinct is locked down due to a gas leak.
That's not what I heard. I heard somebody got past security and stole some secret evidence.
You guys can't even keep your own building safe. I thought the police overreacted.
Yeah. As soon as that one guy threw the rock, the cops broke the...
At the beginning, with the cutscene, with the riot cutscene, it was there to cover our fear that we wouldn't be able to pull off a riot in game. And now, actually, we're here, and we managed to do it, actually, with Frank's team. Like, he did it in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, we basically created a full-on ninja team, except for the costume and all. But there was me, artists, the lead lighting, FX guys, animators, and we basically just did meetings, and every 2-3 days we just met, look at the game, look at the environment, just try to create the most asset. And also technically we couldn't do like swapping materials on billboards, and we wanted to focus that, having lights on maybe other choppers, how do we do that, and etc. How to create, because the whole place is basically the same architecture, the same geometry in Detroit 1, but how do we create scenarios, and having geometry inside scenarios we couldn't do. So there was a lot of technical questions and huge flags that we tried to sort out.
It's an excellent example of kind of like creative problem solving, this entire thing. Like, for example, you know, we knew that if we could see the entire street that leads towards Seraph Industries, would have, you know, to fill all the street with like all sorts of action going on. That's where we had the idea. Like, we invented this idea that the cops have this wall that they use because they literally, when there's riots, they block places, right? But then it's like, what about if they have a wall and it's just little slits to see? And then it's like, well, that's gonna work because it's gonna block so much of the visibility, right? And all these little things.
In the end, it worked.
I think it works amazing.
And with the small, we wanted to hide some stuff, but if you actually use the X-ray, we can see a bit further. So we play around with the one guy running around, but if you don't use this X-ray, you never see that guy. But in X-ray, you actually see.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. I love the fact that you change the skin on a lot of the stuff. Like, you have like obviously the cut box guards, and there's also one of the kind of like mechanical things that we have in the seaport. Now they also have the cup textures on them, and it's great work. It's great work.
How may I be of service? Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Jensen, Seraph had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Seraph opened but forgot to tell us about.
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court, in case you want to get chatty with him too.
Training exercises for augmented soldiers?
Now stand at the
You're waiting for them to save you? Learn to fear.
Jensen? Oh, Christ.
Brent Radford?
In the flesh. For now.
How do you know my name? What happened here?
Answers for favors. There's a trauma kit I keep somewhere around here. Find it.
You need a doctor. I'll get help.
No. No time. They could be back. Any minute. Find the kit quickly. If you want answers.
I'll be back.
Did you find the kid? Oh, sweet Jesus. The pain. Morphine.
This should help with the pain. Now tell me what's going on.
Those sons of bitches. I should have seen it coming. I knew from the moment Sarif got spooked that this case would come back and bite me in the ass.
Sarif. So you're the investigator he hired to run a background check on me?
Detective. Or I was, until... Christ, fuck it. It hurts enough just trying to breathe. Point is, the goons that did this to me, professionals. I think your boss pissed off the wrong people, trying to dig up your dirt.
What people? What did you find?
No time to go into details. My storage unit, the sons of bitches, they're headed there now. Sarif had me uncover a ton of shit on you. Stuff even you don't know. Your parents, your real parents. The tests, the fire. What are you, Jensen? Some kind of freak?
Focus, Radford.
I mothballed the case in storage. It's in an alley. Behind the bank. Your files are there. But Michelle knows. Michelle knows more. You need to stop them. Fuck. You robot. This is all your fault. Give me another shot. Morphine. Or go fuck yourself.
Focus, Radford.
Ah, that hit the spot. I think I could get used to this stuff. Hey, I'm feeling a little more talkative. Already. Robot.
You mentioned someone named Michelle. Who's Michelle?
Your guardian angel.
Who is she?
Tell me. Do robots even believe in angels? Or did they take that out of you? Did they take that away? You know, your soul. When they built you. Tell me. What was it like when you died, Jensen?
I know you're in a lot of pain, and the morphine is...
Just find her. Before they do. You owe her that much.
Who did this to you?
Guys in suits. One of them, David or Daniel, something like that. British accent. He was in charge. Talked about a Mr. Gray. They were in a hurry. 4 of them. Not counting the one they left behind. Well-armed, disciplined. I didn't stand a chance. Maybe that metal corpse you call a body will do better than mine did.
What were they looking for?
You robot. They wanted my information on you. Someone powerful has their eyes on you and is very interested in your past.
Why did Sarif stop the investigation? You said he was spooked. What spooked him?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Hell, even I don't. I still don't believe it. You believe in ghosts, Jensen?
Sarif was spooked by ghosts.
Close enough. Illuminati. Conspiracies, theories, it's all bullshit. But you stink of it, Jensen. Enough to have your boss, one of the most powerful men in the world, look away. You're a ghost. A fucking tragedy. Everything you touch, everything that touches you, dies.
Radford, I know you're in a lot of pain, but it's important you give me as many details as you can.
There's a storage unit in the alley, next to the bank, near the police department. That's where the suits are headed. I tried. Didn't give them anything. There's a safe. It has what you want. It'll get you to her. It'll lead you to her. To Michelle. The safe. They don't have the right combination. 4062. Remember.
Is there anything you can give me to help?
Take whatever you want. From here or the storage unit. There's a weapons cache. And some money. There.
I'm leaving. But I'll call in an ambulance. You'll be okay.
No. Those fucking animals. I can't move anything. I was turning around, pulling my gun when the first bullet hit me. The second one. They fucking paralyzed me.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you think. It might be a reaction to the morphine.
I know what morphine does. I also know what a 9mm round fired at less than 10 meters does to the thoracic vertebrae on impact.
You need a doctor. They can fix that.
I ain't turning into no freak. Even if I could afford the surgery, the augments, I'd rather die than be half a machine. And I sure as hell ain't gonna live the rest of my life in a wheelchair, shitting in a goddamn diaper.
Radford.
Listen, I know there's still a few more morphine shots. Another 2 should do the trick. Please, this is as close as I'm gonna get to begging you. Don't leave me like this. You owe me that much.
Why do you hate augmentation so much?
Because it ain't right. You can't go changing the way things are. You can't replace the real thing with an imitation. It ain't right. It ain't natural.
It can save your life.
No, you lose more than what gets left behind on the chopping block. You should know this by now.
I understand. But technology, it's different now. It can help you. You could still live a normal life.
A normal life? What would you know about a normal life? Did technology really help you, Jensen? I think it made you a monster. Sarif didn't give you your life back. He just made you better at taking it away from others.
I'm sorry, Radford. I won't do it.
What is this? Some Asimov first law bullshit? What'd they do, robot? Program mercy out of you? Or you just too much of a chicken shit to get your hands dirty?